Sela Ward is best known for her television roles in Sisters, Once and Again, and most recently as Jo Danville in the CBS drama CSI New York. Well, she's not just a talented actress, she's a loving mother, devoted wife, gorgeous, stylish, and grounded as ever. Sela Ward is here joining us now. Thank you so much for being here.
Thank you, I'm happy to be here.
So tell us about CSI New York, which is finished wrapping, right? You just wrapped, right?
Yeah.
The
Yes,
season
we
finale.
Did. We did after 3
Tough
years.
to say goodbye to a series after 3 years?
It was tough to say goodbye to those guys. I don't think I've ever worked with a nicer group of men. There was only one other gal, Anna Belknap, who was fabulous. But these guys from Gary Sinise on down were just extraordinary. So I miss them. I miss them a lot.
Was it one of your favorite roles to play? I mean, Once and Again seemed to be one of your favorite roles. What was your favorite role then?
Once and Again was my favorite role. I felt like, oh my God, I finally got to fly as an actress. Like all the years of work and stirring that pot of soup and that a spice here and a spice there finally all came together. That was probably my favorite role. Working on The Fugitive back when I was doing Sisters for 6 years, and they let me out to go do that with Harrison Ford was very exciting, and that was really thrilling.
I loved that part, actually. I love that movie, and I always remembered you from that
movie.
movie. I know it was like right in the beginning, but it was like, it was a great part.
In fact, I just, at Warner Brothers recently, they had the 20th year anniversary. Isn't that wild? Of that movie. It just was released on Blu-ray.
Wow,
so they had a big celebration. It really does.
I think you've kind of had a bit of a push-pull with TV series. You've been offered a lot more shows than you've done, including shows that were big hits like Desperate Housewives and CSI Miami. But you took time off to be with the family. How do you make the choice about when to stop for a while and then when to go back?
I think sometimes it just sort of makes the choice for you, depending on what's going on in your life and what ages your children are. You know, around the time of Desperate Housewives, I just finished Once and Again. My mother had passed away, and it was a very tender time for me. And I was exhausted, too. You know, when you're filming 16 hours a day, 10 months of the year, that really takes its toll. And I couldn't have done it if you'd have just served it to me on a platter. You know, you just physically get so where you need to recharge your batteries, and that was that time for me. And like right now, my daughter's 15, such a tender age. You would think like 12 would be so, but 15 is a really tough time. So I'm thrilled that the show has wrapped actually, and I'm able to be with her a little bit and work in the spring, next spring.
How did you do that? Were you shooting here in New York, or were you shooting in LA?
We would shoot here one show a year, and then they would sprinkle it sort of throughout, so you'd get the authentic streets of New York.
Oh, okay, okay.
And the rest was shot in LA downtown, dodging palm trees.
How do you manage your daughter then in that when you have that kind of schedule?
I had a lighter schedule on CSI.
You did?
I did, yeah, because that doesn't work for me anymore. I've done that, you know, the kind of in every scene for 16, 14 hours a day.
You seem like you're kind of I've done that kind of person, meaning you've gotten to that point in your life where you know what you want, you know what you don't want, and that sort of gives you permission to lead the life you want to lead.
Yeah. I mean, I've been acting since I was 27. You know, I'm now 57, so that's a long time. And at this point, you really, you know, you become very precious about who I want to be in bed with, to work with. Are they lovely people? You know, am I going to have a good time? Is the quality of the material good? You know, you all of a sudden you're a grown up and you go, nah, that's not for me.
Isn't that a great place to be?
It's a great place to be.